Hi, this is an exam revision video for Cutting Edge Starter, Unit 8. In this unit, you studied grammar, can and can't, questions with can, review of questions. The vocabulary was verbs, things you do, and parts of the body. So like the other videos, I will talk about each point for 2 minutes. This will help you to prepare for your exam. Verbs, things you do. So here are some pictures of things you do, and I will give you the words. Dance, drive a car, paint a picture, play chess, ride a bike. So the verbs are the ones which are in the different colour, the sort of red-brown colour. Dance, notice it has a C, not an S. Paint has an AI. Let's look at more. Run, sing, swim, take photographs, walk. So look at the verbs again in the red-brown colour. Walk is a difficult one to spell because we have an L, but we don't say it. It's not a strong L. It's not walk, it's walk. And remember swim with sw, this sound SW. Okay, so this was verbs, things you do. Let's look at can and can't. Here we have a man driving. He drives a car. You know this. Structure, this is the present simple. But I want to talk about his ability. And for this we say he can drive a car. He is 2 hands on the steering wheel and everything is fine. We use can to talk about ability, something your body or your mind is able to do. He can drive a car. Now notice there is no S. So for all the verbs we teach in present simple, we say he drives, he plays, he lives. For can, you don't put the S. Subject, can, verb. I can drive a car. He, she can drive a car. You can drive a car. So it's a bit easier with this. Let's look at some errors, some problems that people have. I can to drive a car. No to. I can driving a car. No ing. He can drives a car. No s. He cans drive a car. No s. So these are all the errors we often see in can. So it's just quite simple. Can drive. Let's look at the negative. So here we have the same guy and he has a bucket on his head. He can't drive a car with a bucket on his head. So he can drive a car, but with a bucket on his head, he can't. So this is the word we say, can't. You can also say he cannot drive a car. Notice not and can go together. It's better to put these words together. He cannot drive a car or he can't drive a car. Subject, can not, plus verb. And the same like the positive, I and you is the same structure. Now just listen to the pronunciation of these 2 words. Can, can't. I can drive a car. I can't drive a car. Do you notice the sound of the vowel, the sound, is different? Can, can't. It's a longer sound on the negative. This is important for your pronunciation. Okay, so this is can and can't. Let's talk about questions with can. So here we have a man in a job interview. There are 3 people asking questions. Can you speak English? Can you use a computer? Can you start next week? So when you receive questions in can, people want to know your ability. This is how you structure it. Can you speak English? Can, subject, verb. Can you speak English? Can I speak English? Can he, she, it speak English? And the answer is yes or no. But we don't just say yes or no, we also add, this is wrong actually. I can speak English, you don't need to speak English. The answer is yes, I can, no, I can't. So can you speak English? Yes, I can. Parts of the body. Here we have some parts of the body. Let's talk about the top one. Head is all of this. Hair is on the top. Eye, you see through. Nose, you smell through. Ear, you hear through, behind these. And mouth, you speak through. So try to remember the spellings, some difficult spellings like I, E-Y-E. It's difficult, it's easy to say, difficult to spell. Nose, it's got a Z sound, but we spell it with an S. Next, arm, the whole thing is your arm. Hand, this is your hand. Finger, this is a finger. Thumb, this is a thumb. For spelling, the difficult one is thumb because there is a B that we do not speak. You don't say thumb, you say thumb. So remember to put the B when you're spelling. Next, leg. I can't show you on the camera, but it's the whole thing. Foot, at the bottom, you walk on your foot. Notice I've put feet underneath. This is because for all of the others, you just add S. Arms, hands, fingers, thumb. But for foot, we don't say foots, we say feet for plural. And the last one, toe. These are the fingers on your foot. Okay, so this was parts of the body. Okay, and now we move on to review of questions. Here is a man, he is a teacher. So the sentence, I am a teacher, I work in a school in LA, I can speak English and Arabic. But we need questions to get this information. So the questions, are you a teacher? Where do you work? What languages can you speak? So these are the questions to get this information. And the important thing is, how do we structure them? Well, for B questions, it's question word. Sorry, there is no question word. There can be. Auxiliary verb, which is are here, you. There's no verb because the verb is be, a teacher. Are you a teacher? We always put the auxiliary at the start, and when it's be, am, is, are, we put it at the start. Are you a teacher? The answer, I am a teacher, so it reverses back. When there is a question word with do, where do you work? Where do you work? So we add do. You did this when you studied present simple. Where do you work? And when you actually speak this, you don't say do you say do you work? Where do you work? Can. Now with can, we get rid of do. We don't need do because can is a modal verb. So we use this. What languages can you speak? What languages can you speak? So try to get used to putting questions in the correct form, the correct order. Just to review some question words, we have what, which is a thing. Who is a person. Where is a place. Why is a reason. How we use with an adjective like how old, how big, how many. And if there is no question word like this one here, are you a teacher? It means the answer is yes or no. Are you a teacher? Do you work in a lane? Can you speak English? So the answer is yes and no. Okay, so that is the review of questions. In this unit, we studied the grammar can and can't, questions with can, review of questions, and the vocabulary was things you do and parts of the body. Good luck with your revision.